The 100-meter heat just delivered fireworks. Oblique Seville looked unstoppable. Shericka Jackson sent a warning, and a young gun shocked everyone. Let's break it all down.
Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to Typical Tyrell TV, your community for sprints and track and field. Hello, beautiful people.
In Kishane Thompson's heat, he was brilliant. As usual, he got a brilliant start. His dry phase, he took a little bit long in his dry phase. That's typical Kishane. And when he held his head up, it was basically fireworks, and it was a heat, so he shot down from like 70 to 80 meters, right? And won his heat in a time of 10.12 seconds in a negative 0.3 win. Rowan Watson was second in a time of 10.28 seconds, and Christopher Taylor was transitioned from the 400 meters to the shorter sprints. He came third in a time of 10.36 seconds, right? This was definitely a good performance by Kishane Thompson. Definitely looking forward to see him in the semis and also the final. He looked impressive, and I must say that the win was crazy yesterday, right? It was crazy. A lot of negative headwinds. Hence the time was really slow for a lot of athletes, but nevertheless they still performed exceptionally well, right? Still, they were exceptional, right? The big names, right? So moving right along to Oblique Seville. Oblique Seville also got a brilliant start, right? Also was impressive. He looks powerful, and he also won in a time of 10.12 seconds in a negative 0.09 headwind, right? Was a little bit less than Kishane Thompson, right? And he looked impressive, right? Shot down 70 to 80 meters as well, and he was impressive, right? Javelani Garden was second in a time of 10.28 seconds, and Raheem Ford was third in a time of 10.29 seconds in that heat. Oblique Seville, in my view, just needs to work on his confidence. I think he lacks confidence. That's the reason why he's not medaling, right? He needs to work on his confidence, and he's gonna be up against Kishane Thompson. We all know the story. Kishane always gets the better of him. If he works on his confidence, right, I'm expecting fireworks. I'm expecting him to push Kishane, and if he pushes Kishane, we're gonna get a personal best from both athletes, so that would be amazing, right? Next up is Hakeem Blake, right? Hakeem Blake won his heat in a time of 10.07 seconds, 0.0 headwind, right? So he didn't have a lot of breeze, right? And he won in 10.07 seconds, right? Cromie was second in his heat in a time of 10.14 seconds, while Kadrian Golson finished third in a time of 10.20 seconds, right? Definitely Hakeem Blake, right, also have huge potential, but I don't know what is happening. I think he needs to switch cam. I did a whole video on what Hakeem Blake should do on my channel, so you should check that out, right? Last but not least was Brian Lavelle, and he was the most impressive athlete to me. He was the most impressive athlete, and he's a dark horse, right? He clocked a time of 9.99 seconds in a negative 0.5 headwind to win his heat. He was impressive, right? And I'm expecting fireworks from him. I'm expecting him to build on this, and I'm expecting him to do better, right? I think he has something up his sleeves, right? From the Racers Grand Prix, I was like amazed by his performance in the 200 meters. So seeing him now running sub 10 with ease in a negative headwind, right? Definitely, it shows that this guy has more in the tank, and he also look confident in that race. So I'm expecting him to deliver. I'm expecting him to be in top 4, and I expect him to actually defeat Hakeem Blake. He looks much more impressive than Hakeem Blake, to be honest, based on what I saw yesterday. Now let's move on to the women's 100 meter heat. First and foremost, let me talk about Tina Clayton. Tina Clayton won her heat in a time of 11.27 seconds in a negative 2.2 win, right? Brianna Williams was second in a time of 11.37 seconds, and Shania Douglas came third in a time of 11.67 seconds. From the race started, you could see that Tina had the race under control, right? Brianna Williams was beside her, and I'm telling you people, she literally held her back. She literally showed confidence and showed Brianna Williams say, hey, I am going to make that final, and I am going to deliver, and I am going to Tokyo. That is what I got from Tina Clayton in that race, right? Brianna Williams did a live. It's also on my channel. You can check it out. And she spoke about that Tokyo is a must. She's gonna qualify, so I'm expecting her to build on this as well, right? Definitely, we know that these athletes are far from their personal best, and because of the negative headwind, it literally gave us some slow times, but definitely these athletes have more in the tank. Next is her twin, Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton won her heat in a time of 11.21 seconds, had a negative 2.6 headwind, right? Definitely she looked impressive as well. She basically came from an injury, not a major injury, and to run this and to win and to look so confident and to shut down early is definitely impressive in my view. She's the faster of the two twins with a personal best of 10.86. She has more experience because she has gone on to the world stage, made a final but did not medal, but she got experience, so I think that's very crucial and fundamental. Second place in that heat was Janelle Smith. She came second, as I said, in a time of 11.28 seconds. And Alana Reid came third in a time of 11.42 seconds, right? These athletes need to step up because I'm telling you, the semi is going to be crazy. And the final is definitely going to be crazy. Now, let's talk about the queen of sprinting. The queen of sprinting. Guess who? Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce won her heat in a time of 11.33 seconds. Of course, it had a negative headwind, negative 0.21 seconds, right? Carletta Bernard came second with a time of 11.47 seconds, and Kema Nessel third in a time of 11.48 seconds. But let's talk about the queen. Let's talk more about the queen. The queen, of course, executed her race well. Got a brilliant start, right? Held her dry face and definitely shut down in the last 20 meters or so, right? Looks impressive at the age of 38. Still winning. Still has the hunger to achieve more, right? This is definitely impressive. She's definitely impressive. Definitely gonna medal, right? I really want her to medal. But you, as usual, people, just leave your thoughts about that. Do you think Shelly-Ann is gonna win or medal at this year's World Championships that will be held in Tokyo, right? Now, last but not least, for the women is Shericka Jackson. Shericka Jackson won her heat in a time of 11.20 seconds in a negative headwind of 1.4. Crystal Slowly was second in a time of 11.30 seconds, and Natasha Marcel was third, 11.45 seconds. Oh, and Danielle Williams came fourth in a time of 11.50 seconds. Now, let's talk about more about Shericka, right? Last year, Shericka Jackson did not participate in any event, right? Because she got injured, right? She only went to Paris just to watch, basically, right? And I know that played on her mind, right? I know that affected her mentally, right? She started this season slow. And she's basically, with every race, she's basically improving, getting better, basically getting back to her utmost best. But I'm seeing something on the internet stating that she might not double this year, and that would be very unfortunate if she doesn't double, right? We all know when Shericka is at her best, right? We can put down a gold medal when Shericka is at her best, and that's the 200 meters, right? But how things look, she's not at her best and she might not be doubling, and that is very unfortunate. But I hope that she gets back to her best so it can help the team and help Team Jamaica, right? We really need her to be at her utmost best. But guys, let me know, what do you think? Who is the favorite in the men's 100 meters and who is the favorite in the women's 100 meters? Let me know in the comment section. As usual, like, share, subscribe, because these things help the channel. Like a candle, I'm out.